toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's James. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Syracuse's offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's James. Powers through the defender. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking for room. It's Willis. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Gill. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to...
Oh, a lot of space. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Right on the money. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Snaps it in the shotgun. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look.
Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Making side adjustments here. Looks as if he's going to run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls it in. It's Cook. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McFadden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Holstein. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Yeah, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's third and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the...
Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Orange. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the keeper to make anything.
And it's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's McFadden. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He
lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Out of the air. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down.
Touchdown, Syracuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that? The second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Finally.
The extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Holstein. Quick strike complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Pulls it in. It's Goff. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Pitt right back to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Hicks. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Turner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds a crease at the 20. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
14. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to throw on first down. Reels it in down the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown,
and it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Inside the 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Pitt pushing the pace. He might want another play. To the air. It's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's gone. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Hicks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Orange. How about this defense taking one back to the house? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
32, hit 16.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got his man downfield. just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Pitt right back to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air, it's Holstein. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Looking to throw on first down. Connection to the right. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
On the ground, it's Willis. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
Let's go.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Trimble. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Shoots it to the left. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The short hands, it's James. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Orange will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snagged in the middle, Ncaa. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Turner. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Forced out of the pocket. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Pitt pushing the pace.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route. Really good coverage there by the defense.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll close the gap to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 11 over Minnesota. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFadden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. dead center perfect. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Weeks like this are tricky, but you makes the grab on the left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Looking left. A strike downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Holstein. Firing toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Got a man, it's Cook. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's knocked away. An incomplete, the defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love